So Pinterest is a visual discovery engine that helps people discover and then do the things that they love. Yes, I think visual search, it can coexist with voice search, and it will. But we think that Pinterest has an opportunity to take a real leadership position in visual search. If you think about it, there's a bunch of categories, a bunch of type of search activity that you have to see it to understand if that's your taste, if that's your style, if that matches the kind of interest that you have. And I would just take an example of home decor or fashion, where a text-based query or a voice-based query is difficult to articulate what you're looking for. But when you can see it in an image and you can understand how that image matches your personal preference and your taste, and for us, how we can start to recommend more and more things that match that taste, that's where the magic happens. And that's what we think we have, again, a leadership position to play in helping people in a bunch of these categories where the visual nature of it is really important. The value proposition to the marketers, to the advertisers, is that people are coming here with high commercial intent. They're in the market for their products, but they don't have a preconceived notion of what brand they're going to go with necessarily. And so we think we have a really great opportunity to introduce new customers to a brand at a moment when they're receptive but undecided. And so part of what our value proposition is how can we create great experiences, great content from our brands that matches the needs and interests of the users, such that it derives business value, growth, sales for our partners.
When we sit at a nice place, we're always searching for a kind of looking a little bit behind the scenes. Yeah, I'm sure, Jon, you can tell us a little bit. What is the next hot shit which is coming out from Pinterest?
Well, I think there's two things I would say. First of all, we have a big focus on international expansion. And this week we announced that we're launching our first non-English speaking monetization market in France this summer. And Germany is also on the roadmap. We don't have a date to announce that, but it's certainly in our timeline. But I think more broadly for the service, for the company, what we're aiming to do, the piece of feedback we hear from users is once I find a great idea, I want to go buy it on the platform. And so what you'll see Pinterest making a much more concerted effort against is making Pinterest shoppable, if you will, or transactable, in a sense of if you find that great idea or great product, we're working with all the big retailers to enable transactions on the platform. I think it's a really exciting inflection point for the company on both measures.
Happy to hear that, because you exactly reflect the trend that the moment of inspiration goes exactly into the moment of purchase. Yeah, and you will cover that one. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Jon.